What's wrong with my mascara and thick Russian accent? And what does it have to do with my surfing skills? I think the author has just an issue with women. Inertia just called me a kook for surfing Nazare, and in this video I've decided to film an honest reaction to this article, which I on purpose have not read completely yet because I'm really bad at acting. That's why I wanted to read it now, recording this video, and just maybe cry. Obviously, I have not been expecting everyone to acknowledge my surfing skills. No other sport is even close in terms of its hostility to beginners. Being called a kook publicly is so So let's start with the article, where do kooks come from? So this all started with the video of Tim Bonneton on his YouTube channel.
The Russian feels Nazare in all its power.
So a Russian woman tows into big wave at Nazare and it does not go well. This is the name of the YouTube video. An actual clip of a female surfer on a ski sled fully suited up in a thick neoprene and inflation vest, speaking excitedly on what must have been 10 or 12 Red Bulls, judging by the frenetic tone of her delivery. I have just been in a wipeout, taking 4 or 5 waves on my head. I was excited after surfing already 2 or 3 waves in Nazare. It was not a huge day, but I think the forecast was around 20 feet that day. So apparently I must be on Red Bulls, 10 or 12 Red Bulls. Honestly, I have never drunk in 10 or 12 Red Bulls in a row in a thick Russian accent. My deep apologies about my thick Russian accent for the very first time in 40 to 50 foot Nazare. So check out these waves from that day and leave your feedback in the comments if you agree that this can be 40 to 50 feet Nazare, because I don't think so. Keep in mind, we're not talking about someone legit, so apparently there are legit people who deserve to surf in Nazare. And then this is just some random woman, I'll leave her nameless for a reason to be made clear in the next few sentences, who apparently put in more time applying her mascara than adjusting her foot straps. So on her first attempt, she does, in fact, make the wave awkwardly bouncing down the shoulder with all the aplomb of a garbage can kicked over at the top of a steep heel. Wish they felt comfortable enough to cry on camera after a traumatic trip through the Nazare's rinse cycle. She actually does, tears sparkling on the tips of her mascara lashes. What's the problem with mascara anyway? I'm not a heartless man, and I really was moved by her obvious distress, but while listening to her breathless sobs delivered as if she were the first person on earth to experience a bad big wave wipeout, all I could think was, where did these kooks come from? So how am I supposed to react? If I had a wipeout, don't be dramatic. Otherwise, you will be criticized by a journalist about your mascara and thick Russian accent. Well, I'm obviously not the first person on earth, but also, is there a correct way to react to a wipeout? I have heard a lot of opinions that surfing is a very competitive sport, and even here in the comment section people noted that some surfers' behavior is not really friendly and kind, and I think it's very important to actually bring this kindness, understanding and good vibes into the community. So the comment section is also really nice. Some relevant details are not included in the article. She's been surfing 5 years and it sounds like the last 3 have been pretty much full time, and it's more like 20, not 40, 50 feet. She seems mostly frustrated that she pulled her inflation vest.
I pulled all!
I think the author has just an issue with women. Yeah, I totally agree, it's 20 feet, not 40 or 50. I'm not sure even that the waves that I was riding were 20. I think they were smaller. Maybe the bigger sets of that day were 20. I was really upset that I pulled the 4 cartridges because the situation was not worth it. I think pulling 1 or 2 was already more than enough. I was not in a very bad wipeout.
I pull everything!
Some people say, I think it's fake. Folk are just scared that the kook will end up a better surfer than they are, denigrate and discourage them at all costs, calling them kooks.
Yeah, you can bring your friends, we won't mind it.